أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا ربي زدني علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Okay, this I just opened the page from the back, and just to recall that yes, we were talking about kalima. Kalima means any word, any meaningful word, and it has further three categories. Ism, alhamdulillah, many things about ism we have covered, and fi'l, verb, we didn't touch at all. Inshallah, after Eid, we will start touching fi'l also, inshallah. And harfun, particles, preposition, conjunction, and we have done it as a preposition yesterday, right? Yesterday and day before yesterday. Amongst them, a particle also we have covered when we say the book, al-kitab, and a book, right? So this is particle. And preposition, we have discussed yesterday as hurufe jar. Okay, prepositions are actually hurufe jar. We have discussed, and conjunctions are like, you know, wa and is a conjunction, right? So they will keep coming in between, inshallah. So harf is going alongside, ism we are doing, and fail will do later. Okay, just wanted to go back and these all things we have covered. Gender of nouns and a singular, masculine, feminine we have covered. And then about number of the noun, like these all things are about nouns. So number also we have covered, that singular, dual, and plural, right? Pronouns we have covered. Under that, pronoun is also a category of nouns, so we have covered that also. Isme ishara, this is also the is a type of a noun, right? This is our new lesson today. Okay, lesson 5, i'rab. I'rabul ismi, the i'rab of a noun. Very, very, very important topic, right? And this is something like please, I will ask you to just ask me right away when you are not understanding anything, because this is very important. And this is the last thing about noun. We have studied about gender. Singular, gender means masculine, feminine. We have studied about number, singular or plural, and we have studied, I think, about proper or common, I'm not sure, anyhow, but that is the concept you have already there in English and Urdu also. Okay, but this is i'rabul ism, is something unique with Arabic. Okay, so i'rab of words is a peculiar characteristics of Arabic. This is distinction in Arabic. This has nothing in, like, nothing is like that in any other languages, and singular, plural, numbers, genders, they are all other, but this is something unique. Therefore, it requires particular attention to grasp the subject. As I told you, very important, and you are most welcome to turn your mics on and ask me right there if you are confused with it. I'll try my level best to explain you in the best way so that you can get it. Okay. Now, the Arabic noun changes its original form or the case, okay, the case, ending under different grammatical conditions. Okay, grammatical conditions. Okay, Allahu being the original form in the nominative case, called halatul rafa. I would like you to remember these terms also. Halatul rafa. Okay, halatul raf'i. Allahu, what is this? The special thing is this dhamma. Okay, dhamma on ha. This is the special thing, and at is the original form. I have told you so many times that dhamma is the by default movement. By default, haraka is dhamma, right? If it is Allah or if it is Allahi, then there will be definitely a reason. For ha to take kasra or fatha, there will be definitely a reason. Okay, but without reason, the original form is Allahu. I hope it's clear. Can anyone come on mic, please, so that I can, you know, communicate, because I don't go alone. I don't feel like going alone. Any volunteer, please. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Aisha. Aisha, did you understand what I said? That Allahu
Yeah.
is the original form, right?
Okay. Okay.
If it has Allah, like a ha has a fatha, or Allahi ha has a kasra, there will be definitely a reason. Okay, and we will recognize
Okay.
what are those reasons.
Okay.
Okay, so so this original or by default status, okay, original form. I think your daughter is talking.
Yeah, she is here nearby. I'll move from here.
Yeah, if it is easy, otherwise I'll take somebody else on mic, because then other people also get disturbance due to the noise. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Let me move, but if again she's coming, then I will leave.
Sure. Okay, so we were talking that Allahu, it is the original form, right? Okay,
Yeah.
original form, and this form is named as Halatul Rafa. Halatul Rafa. Just remember this, okay? The original status of a noun is called Halatul Rafa.
Okay.
And if
Halatul Rafa means the meaning, what it is.
Rafa, okay, I'll tell you. Rafa'a, Arabic word, it means the high. High in status. For example, Allah says in the Holy Quran, Rafa'a samawat, that Allah has raised the sky high. So Rafa'a means high, height. Okay, raising something.
Okay.
It's high. And as we discuss the sentences, Aisha, in sentences, when I speak a sentence, right? If about nouns especially, somebody is doing something. For example, I speak that I am teaching you.
Okay.
I said a sentence. Now what is the status of I? I is a subject here, the one who is doing some action, isn't it?
Yes. Okay.
Action is teaching. Teaching is an action, and somebody is teaching and somebody is being taught.
The object.
The object, right? So I am teaching you. I is a subject. You is an object. And verb is teaching.
Teaching, yeah.
So we are not discussing verbs right now. We'll keep the verb aside. We are just talking about nouns. Nouns or pronouns. So I and you are pronouns. I am teaching you. Okay. Now I, the one who is doing action, it means subject, is in halatul rafa. Okay. We say the one who is doing an action is in halatul rafa. Because definitely the one who is doing action is in a high status, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
And the one who is being done something on is in the lower status. Not in this darajat I'm saying, because I just gave the example that I'm teaching you. But the giver hand is the upper hand, and the one who is taking
the subject and the object.
Subject and object. Very right. So the subject will always be in halatul rafa.
Okay.
And the object will always be in halatul nasb. This one, halatul nasb. Okay. And how it will be shown? It will be shown in the form of fatha. See this one, this fatha. Okay. So if for example, if I say that fear Allah, okay, I told you that fear Allah. Now the work is fearing. The action is fear, that you have to fear. And who will be doing it? You will be doing it. And from whom you will have fear? From Allah. So Allah is object.
Okay. So we will put fatha over there.
We always say ittaqullaha. Fear Allah. Ittaqullaha. Then it cannot be Allahu.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
So this fatha is the symbol of that this is an object. This noun is an object here. And the Arabic term is called halatul nasb. Halatul nasb. Okay?
Okay.
And the first one, when it is with dhamma, it is called halatul rafa. Okay? Halatul rafa. And this is the case of, it is the subject here. This noun is a subject here. Clear?
Okay, miss.
Okay. Third is halatul jar. Halatul jar. Third thing is halatul jar. Now halatul jar can be due to two reasons only. Just due to two reasons. One reason we had discussed yesterday. Remember, we were talking about huruf jar. है ना?
हाँ हाँ
है ना? So either a noun will be in the status of jar due to a harf, which you
हाँ.
people have sent me the homeworks, right? A harf
Yes,
jar
yes.
was coming in the beginning, and then that status was taking kasra. That noun was
Yes.
taking kasra, है ना?
हाँ हाँ.
One reason would be that I told you whenever there will be, for example, Allahi, है ना? This one. Now this Allah is taking kasra,
Hmm.
है ना? So there will
Yeah.
be two reasons only. Either
Okay.
there will be any harf jar in the beginning, and
हाँ.
that's why it is taking kasra, or
Yeah.
it will
हाँ.
be possessive, a possession. It will be in halat idafat. I'll explain you what does it mean.
Okay.
Likewise, being the original form. Okay, just understand this, that this is called halat jar if it is in
Okay.
kasra. I'll explain you
Hmm.
later when the examples will come. Okay,
Okay.
this will
Okay.
neither
The one
be
reason is before the
the
yesterday we have
harf
learned so
jar will
many.
come. The other
Yeah.
reason for being kasra will be that it is in the idafi halat. And what is that idafi halat? For example, I'll give you example. I said that when a person is doing work, when a noun is in the working position, it is subject, and that is called
Yes.
halatul rafa. When a noun is in the status of object, yani
Object.
work is, then it is
Halatun
halatul nasab. When a noun is neither subject nor object, then
Okay.
it will be in halat jar.
Okay. So can you please give me an example?
Example, yeah. For example, I told you that I'm teaching you, okay? But if I say, I am teaching your sister,
Okay.
I'm teaching your sister. I
Okay.
is the subject. Now, what is
Subject.
the object here?
Your sister.
Sister only.
Sister. Okay.
Sister, है ना? But
Okay.
your is also a pronoun. Your, this your is halat jar now.
Okay. So
It is
a
just
little bit.
neither it's a subject nor it's an object, but it is any extra thing just to relate with something.
Okay, it is there in the sentence. So
and that will be idafi hal. I don't know we have done idafi halat or not. We will study them in detail. Don't worry, right?
okay. Miss.
Okay. Now, how to recognize these three status are clear, na? Halatul rafa, halatul nasab, halatul jar.
jar.
Now, how we will recognize that one noun is in halatul rafa or halatul nasab or halatul jar? How we will recognize?
That we said lamma.
I said this dhamma, right? For halatul rafa. This fatha for halatul nasab. And this kasra for halatul jar, right?
Jar, yeah.
But this is, just please write it down somewhere, that this is only in the case of singulars.
Okay.
Okay. If we are dealing with a singular noun, then we will recognize with these movements, with these harakat.
Okay.
If it is a dual or if it is a plural noun, then we cannot recognize through these. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see in detail, inshallah. I don't know how they have given. For example, yeah, this Muslimun is halat. Which halat is this? Yeah, Aisha.
Muslimun halatun. The first one. What is the name?
Halatul rafa.
Halatul rafa.
Musliman. Which halat is this?
Halatun nasab.
Correct. And Muslimin.
Halatul jar.
Correct, mashallah. Same way in the masculine also. Sorry, in the feminine also, okay? Muslimatun, halatul rafa. Muslimatan, halatul nasab. And Muslimatin, halatul jar. Okay? And it can come with even proper noun. Al-Muslimatu. Then it will be single dhamma. Hai na? Al-Muslimata. Because alif lam, when alif lam comes, then tanween cannot come.
Yeah, okay.
Hai na? Al-Muslimati, halatul jar.
Okay.
And we can recognize in the these all were singulars, right? In singular plus in broken plural also we will recognize same way. Ar-rijalu. What does it mean?
Men.
Men, है ना?
Men. हाँ.
Is it singular or plural?
Rijalu. Plural.
Plural. But it is a broken plural, right?
हाँ. Rajulun. Okay.
Because rajulun, rijalun is a broken one. What is the sound plural? It is with waw noon, है ना? Like muslimun. If I tell you, please make plural for this. What is the plural for muslimun?
Muslimun.
Mashallah. Mashallah. Barakallah. Muslimuna, right? Muslimuna. So then this is waw noon but this is not, there is no waw noon, right? This is broken plural.
Okay, miss.
So these three halat, halatul rafa, halatul nasab, halatul jar, you will recognize for singular also with these harakat, and for the broken plural also you will recognize through these harakat.
Okay.
Okay. Ar-rijalu. Now tell me, which halat is this?
Halatul rafa.
Rafa. Halatul rafa. Ar-rijala. Which halat is this?
That is halatul nasab.
Ar-rijali. Which halat is this?
Jar. Halatul jar.
Halatul jar. Barakallah feek. Right?
Because of the
kasra.
The and kasra. I identified.
Yeah. Barakallah feek. Same way. Muslimatun, al-muslimatu. This is plural or singular? Plural. Okay. But we are recognizing with this ta that this is halatun rafa. Muslimatin halatun nasr. Halatun jar with kasra. है ना? Halatun jar with kasra. This is halatun jar.
Yes, halatun jar.
So are we clear about recognizing them if they are singular or if they are broken plural and in the form of are we clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now we are going towards tasniya, right? In tasniya, if the noun is a dual noun, okay, how we will recognize them? Now in dual noun, if you remember, muslimani, is it dual?
That is two Muslim.
Two Muslim. And is it the original form? है ना? If I say Muslimun, make it tasniya. What will you say? Muslimani.
Muslimani, yeah.
So this is the original form of tasniya. When I was saying that Allahu, this is the original form, right?
Okay.
We were talking about Allah, Allahi, Allahu, right? Allahu, Allah, Allahi, है ना? I said that this one with fatha, with dhamma is the original form, right? है ना?
Yes.
We will recognize it with this dhamma, but in the case of dual, now this is the original form. Can we see any dhamma in the end? No, but it is the original form. So still this is called halatul rafa.
Okay.
Now we will not recognize with dhamma that I'm finding dhamma in the end. No, because this is dual. And this is the original form of dual. So whatever is the original form, that is actually halatul rafa.
Okay.
Understood?
Okay. So we cannot recognize by seeing the lamma.
No, you will recognize, but in the singulars.
Okay. In the dual forms, the original form will take
the original form is halatul rafa.
Okay.
Because it will never have the Aisha. है ना? There is no dual, because dual are always like that. So where we will find dhamma? So the original, whatever is the original form, that will be the halatul rafa.
Okay. So what about halatul nasab?
Let's go next. Now, if it is halatul nasab, this alif noon is converted, is changed into ya noon. Okay. So it becomes muslimaini instead of muslimani. See? Meme with fatha, है ना? This meme with fatha, and after
Yeah.
that this alif we change
Hmm.
into ya. Can you see? है ना?
Okay.
The rest
Okay.
everything is same.
Okay.
है ना? The rest is
हाँ.
everything is same. Only this alif is removed and here we put ya
Yeah.
and it
हाँ.
becomes muslimaini.
Okay.
So this is halat nasb.
Okay.
Is that clear? So in dual we will recognize like that. If it is muslimani, the original form, then this is halat rafa, then
Okay.
this is subject. है ना? If two Muslims are working, if two Muslims are doing something, then it will be muslimani. If something happened on two Muslims, then it will be muslimaini. है ना? In the object.
हाँ.
Because
Okay.
halat
Okay.
nasab is objective status, right?
Okay. Okay.
Clear? It's very interesting,
Yes.
right? Now
Yes.
with the movements, we will recognize that this noun is working or something has happened on this noun. Okay?
Okay. This is for male. Then Muslimatani for female.
Female and muslimataini for female, right? Exactly
Female.
same.
Okay. 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 Okay, miss.
Okay? So ani sound, like this ani sound, है ना? Ani sound changed to aini sound.
I because of that. Yeah. Okay.
Clear?
Huh.
Okay, so we have discussed halatul rafa and halatul nasab, right? In dual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the good news for you now, halatul jar is also same. You have not to remember something new, okay? So in tasniya, halatul nasab and halatul jar both are muslimaini.
Okay.
Okay, isn't it good news?
Okay. Yes, because we have to remember only one.
We have to remember only one, right?
One rule.
Yeah, one rule. So muslimaini and muslimaini for halat jar also. Now the next question would be how we will recognize that is it in halat nasab or halat jar, है ना? Inshallah that also we will recognize, okay, when we'll start practicing. But just right now, just remember that muslimaini is halat jar also, muslimaini is halat nasab also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, for the dual case.
For the dual case. In the next step, I will inshallah tell you that how can we recognize that this is halat rafa or halat jar. Oh, sorry, halat nasab or jar, right?
Okay.
Okay. Shall we move to plural now, if it is clear?
Yeah, now it's clear. Inshallah.
Later also it will be clear. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. Now this is also easy. Jama. Okay, Jam' Mudhakkar Salim, that sound plural, right? We were just discussing, and you told me Muslimuna is the plural, right?
Plural, yeah.
Is it the original form, Aisha, which we have studied?
Moon. Yeah, it's original form.
It's the original form, yes. So whenever we have to make plural, we make with this noon, wow noon, right? So this is the original.
Noon, yeah.
And I told you the original form is actually halat rafa. So here also we can't see in the end any dhamma, है ना? But this is halatul rafa. So what is the symbol of halatul rafa? This wow noon actually is the symbol of halatul rafa here. Because from wow noon, we recognize that this is the plural and this is the original form of plural, right? So this is actually the halatul rafa.
Okay.
The original form is halatul rafa.
Okay.
Okay, so the how we will make halatul nasab and jar. Now again, this wow we change into ya.
Okay.
Okay. Now if we change ya, can be muina, है ना? This dhamma makes a problem. It can't take. Ya cannot take this dhamma at all.
So we will convert to
kasra. Yes. Muslimina. Okay.
Okay.
Now you might see very similar Muslimaini.
That's what I was thinking.
There also we converted alif noon into ya noon, and here we converted wow noon into ya noon, right? But look at the difference. Look at the difference. Here this noon has a kasra, right? And the sound was ani, and it became aini.
Aini. Okay.
Okay. This noon having kasra.
Okay.
But here, this noon has fatha. Una,
Okay.
Muslimuna,
Oh,
and then it becomes
okay.
Muslimina. So this noon
Oh,
carries fatha in both
Fatha.
cases. So and
Okay.
this meme carries kasra because muna, this dhamma we change into kasra.
Kasra.
Okay?
Hmm.
So Muslimina
Hmm.
means many Muslims,
Hmm.
and something
Muslimai.
Muslimaini means two Muslims.
Two Muslims.
Okay, and here it means that
Huh.
something has happened on two Muslims. For example, if I say that I am teaching two Muslims, I am teaching
Hmm.
two Muslims, so then I will
Hmm.
not use Muslimani, but there is two
Huh.
Muslims, but I will use Muslimaini.
Because it's
Okay,
object.
because it's
Hmm.
object, so whenever it comes
Hmm.
as an object, it will be
Hmm.
Muslimaini. I hope
Okay.
it's clear.
Yes. Clear.
Is it interesting topic?
Interesting.
It's very
But
interesting.
confusing also.
No, but I tried my level best to explain you in the best way.
Now it's clear. That's what
Huh.
now it's
But inshallah, when we will start practicing, you will enjoy it. That you will, oh, we can recognize now, right? Okay. So
okay.
same as tasniya, Aisha, in tasniya also we
Huh.
said that halatul halatul nasab and jar is same, Muslimaini, right?
Huh. Huh.
Here also is
Muslimi.
same. Another good news.
Muslimi.
Muslimina is halatul nasab also and halatul jar also. Both are Muslimina, and inshallah we will learn how to recognize them. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Miss.
in the next step.
Okay.
Any confusion till now? Any question till now? The others also, those who are muted.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
chalo, let's go next then. This is
Okay.
a table just to summarize
Mm.
whatever we have studied. Okay, they have
Okay.
just given in the form of yani a summary.
Mm.
What is the summary? That this is halatul raf now, okay, because we are trying to recognize the different forms of, okay, so this is the original form, right? Halatul
Original
raf
form.
is always
Mm.
original form, okay.
Mm.
Halatul
Huh.
nasb is the changed form one, they are naming it like that,
Okay.
and halatul
Okay.
jar is changed form
Change it
two,
from two.
okay.
Hmm.
And they are saying nominative and accusative and genitive. I don't know what does it mean. What does nominative means? And can an English teacher help me? Do you people use these words in English grammar?
Oh.
Huh? Any English teacher, Nashmi? Do we use these words in English grammar?
No, no, not in a primary, you know, when we study our bachelor's and all. So I could really remember those words, but not at the primary level. We don't use
Okay,
with the students and all.
okay, but do they are they being used, these
Yeah,
nominative? What
they
does it
are
mean?
terms. I'm like they are linguistic terms, Miss
Okay,
Rifat. We use it.
okay, okay,
Okay,
but
some are used for the verbs and some are used, you know, when
okay,
like how we say like
okay.
languages when it's direct object or
So
something.
this is
It is
okay,
connected.
okay.
It is connected.
Fine,
It
fine,
is.
fine. But here
Yeah.
let's understand this much, that this nominative case means that this is the original form and this is subject. For us to
Subject.
understand that this will be the subjective case, yani the noun will be subject. For us, you can write, okay, that halatul rafa means that this noun is a subject, okay,
Hmm.
and halatul nasb means that this noun is an object.
Object.
Okay, and halatul jar means neither subject nor object, but to you know to maybe to make some connection with something. This
Huh.
third one is used, okay.
Okay.
So in wahid, now these three cases are different for wahid, tasniya and jama. What is for wahid? If it is wahid and if it is halatul jar, we will recognize with dhamma, right?
Lamma.
Al-Muslimu. And if it is halatul nasab, है ना, we
Yes.
recognize with fatha. And if it is halatul jar, we recognize with kasra. If it is wahid, if it is wahid, singular. But if it is dual, if it is tasniya, how we recognize halatul rafa?
The
Muslimani.
original form.
Because this is the original form.
Muslim.
Muslimaini is the halatul nasb, and Muslimaini same is halatul jar also.
Jar.
Okay, so in tasniya we are recognizing with aini sound, noon with kasra. Okay, halatul now in plural, right? In plural,
Wow.
in jam'a. Wow noon is the symbol of halatul rafa, and ya noon is again the symbol of halatul nasb, but the sound will be changed.
Noon with
Meena,
fatha.
meena, noon with fatha. Muslimina, look, like writing wise both are same, है ना? Muslimina, Muslimaina, writing wise both are same. If we ignore this movement, then the meaning will change. And we do ignore when we are studying, when we are reading, we do ignore sometimes the movements, right? Harakat. So now we understand that it will change the meaning. Allah is talking about two Muslims and we are talking about all Muslims, hai na? If we change the harakat. And if Allah is maybe talking about all Muslims and we are saying Muslimaini, so we are talking about two Muslims, so it will change the meaning.
Okay.
Okay. So this was the case for male. For the female also kind of same. Muslimatun halat rafa in wahid, in singular. Muslimatan halatun nasb. Muslimatin halatun jar.
Jar.
In singular, right? Okay. And in tasniya, muslimatani, right? Muslimataini and muslimataini. Nasab and jar are same. Okay. Now this little is different in jama. Okay. In jama, muslimatun, as I told you, with this fatha, like singular, we can recognize it. Muslimatun is halatul rafa. And Muslimatin and Muslimatin both are same. Halatul rafa also, halatul jar also. But both carry kasra. Just remember this. There is never Muslimatan with the plural. There is never double zabar on ta. It is always Muslimatin. Even if it is in halatul nasb or in halatul jar. Okay?
Okay. So we will not use this Muslimatan anywhere? Or
it is not. It does not exist. This plural with the fatha on it, है ना?
That's
no,
what.
Never. You will never see it anywhere because it does not exist.
Okay.
So even if it is halat al-nasb, means something has happened on Muslim women, it will be with kasra, and this also with kasra. Again, how we will recognize? Inshallah, when we start practicing, we will recognize. Don't worry.
Okay. Inshallah.
So that was just the summary, whatever we studied in the form of a table they have given. So this table will help you. If you forget, keep referring to this table. Okay? Because I also, when first time I learned, I need to open this table again and again. Okay, what was the symbol of, tasniya, how we recognize tasniya, how we recognize, so.
No, the table is very useful, Miss.
This table will
previous
help
things
you.
also we used to refer so many times.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Is that enough for today? What do you think?
Yes, Ms. Rifat?
Yes, Nashmi.
Yeah, the same, the English terminology, the nominative, accusative, it means the same.
Okay.
Nominative, like subject, and the accusative is for the object, and genitive is for the possession. Same thing.
For possession. Okay, great.
The same
You
thing.
searched it out.
I was having doubt between nominative and accusative, so I thought let me just came, but we don't use for the students, but it is learned, like for the higher level we use this terminology.
Definitely. So that's why students like me also, I didn't know because I didn't study in higher level English. Yes. But alhamdulillah, our English grammar also will improve, Nashmi, right?
Yeah, seriously, for me it's a revision.
Good.
Much needed.
So genitive means possession.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I told you, if you remember, I told you halat jar is only in 2 cases. Remember? Just write it somewhere and highlight it with you. Highlight it with you and write it that halat jar will only be due to 2 reasons. Okay.
One before some.
One reason is that if a harf jar comes in the beginning, है ना?
हाँ.
And the other reason is if there is a possession of one noun to another noun. As Nashmi told us that genitive case means possession, possessive case.
Yeah, yes, Ms. Shifa, then preposition as well, correct.
Right?
Both.
So for example,
Yes.
if I say, okay, let's take examples from, maybe if they have given here or not. They, I think, stopped here. Just let me see. No, they didn't. Achha, just a minute. In the, they would have given this one. Yeah, this one. This is another topic, but it will be covered with this as we were trying to understand. I'll give you example. See, Rabbul Alameen, right? Now, what does Rabb means?
Which?
It's a noun, right? Rabb is the name of Allah. है ना, Rabb. Acha, Rabbul Alameen. Now this ya noon you can see, Aisha. So can you tell me which halat is this? Either it is halat nasb or it is halat jar. Hello.
Ya noon.
Ya noon. It is not halat rafa.
Because
for sure.
It is maybe this is halatu jar or halatu nasb.
It is halatu jar, and this is the second case I was telling you. Rabbul. This is also a noun, है ना? This is also a noun, and this is also a noun.
Okay.
Now we discussed that either it can be, listen, either it can be halat jar or it can be halat nasb. Ya noon. Acha. Halat nasb was when it is an object. So there is no action.
Yes.
There is no action. So how can it be an object? है ना?
Okay.
So definitely this is halat jar. Definitely this is halat jar. And this is the possession. As we said, the third case was halat jar is, as Nashmi helped us with the meaning that
possession or
genitive case is the possession. It shows possession. Okay. So this, so that Rabbil Alameen means the Rabb of the world.
Okay.
So this is a possession, है ना? Rabb of something. So mostly the translation will carry off. For example, I'll give you another example. Kitabullahi. Let's take this example. Easy example, right? Kitab, is kitab a noun?
Yes.
Allah is a noun?
Yes.
Is there any verb? No.
No.
So if there is no verb, there is no point of being subject and object. If there is no verb, right? So now this Allahi, you can see Allahi. So this is halat jar, and this is the third case. This is possession. This shows possession. Kitabullahi means the book of Allah. Allah's book. So this shows
we can
possession.
Recognize with kasra.
That this is halat jar. So whenever a noun is in halat jar, so now this Allah is in halat jar, but there is no harf jar in the beginning. So it means this is halat jar due to possession. The other case could be the possession. Okay.
Okay.
One case will be either there will be a harf jar, and the other case will be possession.
Possession. Okay.
Okay. And this is the last minute of our class.
Okay.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم آمين يا رب العالمين. So only two cases. So whenever you see halat jar, either it will be due to harf jar. So if there is no harf jar, definitely it is a possession. For sure. So it will help us to translate. So Kitabullahi means the book of Allah, Allah's book. Rasulullahi, this it carry kasra. So